From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10. Presented by Reliance Jio. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Ravin and Kentaro. In style partner, Raymond.
Ladies and gentlemen, there have been a series of violent mob attacks on police officials and healthcare workers, doctors across the country. Tonight, even as I broadcast this, we are getting reports that a doctor has been assaulted and forcibly evicted from his rented apartment in Meerut, and a nurse taking care of COVID patients has been thrashed in Bareilly. I think this country has had enough. Enough leeway, enough kid gloves, enough going soft, and enough vote bank politics. These attackers, who in most cases act in a very premeditated and planned Taliban-type way, should be booked under the National Security Act and thrown behind bars for a long time. Let's debate.
Attacked by an irate mob in Rajasthan's Tonk, these injured policemen were battered by over 100 people for asking them to stay home.
कहाँ का मामला है?
मामला है 5 बत्ती के पास गाड़ी गड्ढे के पास का मामला है। कसाईयों का मोहल्ला।
कितने लोग थे?
वो लगभग 100-125 लोग थे। हम 5 कांस्टेबल थे वहाँ पर।
कितनी चोट लगी हो?
चोट बस हम सिर में लगी है, हाथ पैरों में लगी है, चारों तरफ से लगी हुई है। बस हम किसी तरह से वहाँ से बच के निकल के आ गए। उनका प्लान कुछ अलग ही था।
Could it have been premeditated? Because medical professionals who came under attack by violent stone pelters in Uttar Pradesh's Moradabad recently believe what happened with them couldn't have been a spontaneous reaction.
जो उस दिन का हमला था, मुझे लगा वो सुनियोजित हमला था, क्योंकि जिस तरह से महिलाएं छत पर थीं और उनके पास ईंट पत्थर का इतना हजूम था। आपने शायद आज पढ़ा कि 3 गाड़ी ईंट पत्थर इकट्ठे हुए वहाँ से। तो ये ईंट पत्थर एक ऐसा वाक़या नहीं हो सकता कि इत्तेफाक था। वो इत्तेफाक नहीं था, वो सुनियोजित था। और जिस तरह से महिलाओं ने एकदम बस हमला करो और हमला कर दिया, और 1-1.5-2 हज़ार की भीड़ वहाँ सेकंडों में इकट्ठा हो गई। तो वो ऐसा नहीं इकट्ठा हुई, वो इकट्ठा थी, बस वो इधर उधर थे जब हमले का आदेश हुआ और हमला कर दिया गया। बस यही बात।
Women gathered on rooftops with stones in their hands at the same time and attacked policemen and healthcare workers mercilessly in Moradabad.
एक बोला कि अरे ये लोग हमारे लोगों को ले जाते हैं, उन्हें मार देते हैं, उन्हें खाना नहीं देते, भूखा रखते हैं, पानी नहीं पिलाते, उन्हें कोरोना का इंजेक्शन लगा देते हैं, उन्हें मार देते हैं। तो मैं उन्हें समझाने के लिए बोला, भाई ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। अगर कोरोना का इंजेक्शन लगा के मारना ही था तो सरताज ही क्यों मरता? वो तो घर से बहुत बीमार होकर गया था, और बाकी इतने सारे हमारे पास लोग हैं क्वारंटाइन में। अगर हम ऐसा करते तो संख्या तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती।
In the last few days, such attacks on COVID heroes have shocked the nation. Be it a group of Nihangs chopping off the hand of a policeman in Patiala, or a woman attacking police officials with impunity in Bareilly, or a mob trying to gherao and intimidate men in khaki in Mumbai's Agripada. Like the Yogi Adityanath government, should all state governments book these attackers under the stringent National Security Act? Let's debate.
I support the NSA for villains. Nothing less than the NSA. Toughest measures of the NSA. I want Gaurav Arya to start the debate with Majid Haidari responding to him. Viewers, I will state my position first as far as this matter is concerned, and so Gaurav and Majid can begin the debate. After that, Zafar Islam, BJP, Dr. Pallavi Saple, Dean of JJ Hospital, Vikram Singh, former DG UP, Dr. Srinivas Rajkumar, who's General Secretary of the Resident Doctors Association of AIIMS. He's written about this. Maulana Sayyidur Qadri, Vivek Srivastav, Mufti Muhammad Manzoor Ziai, Majid Haidari, Manasvi Thapar. First, I want to show you some pictures. Viewers, these are the pictures that came in from Moradabad. And these are yesterday's pictures in which healthcare workers and policemen were attacked with stones, and they had to carry this on their head to try and save themselves from large stones being thrown at them. Now it has emerged without a doubt that these are few of the attackers. We are being told because they are women, don't talk about them much. They're just innocent people. No, they are not. The stone they throw is equally capable of killing someone. Secondly, we were against stone pelters in other cases as well. And we have to be against stone pelters here. The people have been identified, and I think we need to have very, very tough action against this. Now, we can't say that any attack that takes place in a particular area, we should not talk about it, because this particular area, there are either people from one religion who are dominant there. I think it's ridiculous to say that if people from one religion are dominant there, we should not be talking about it. We should talk about it regardless of that. Religion has nothing to do with it. For example, the Kasai Mohalla area of Tonk. The Kasai Mohalla area of Tonk. Why should I not talk about it? Should we say, oh, we should not talk about it, it's communalizing, and it's not? The attack is an attack. The cop who escaped this said that unka plan kuch alag tha. It was very well planned, and in Tonk, it was a policeman said, हमें घेर लिया और मारपीट करना शुरू कर दिया. वो लगभग 100-125 लोग थे और हम 5 कांस्टेबल थे वहाँ पर, which means 125 people wanted to lynch and kill 5 policemen. This cannot happen, Gaurav, without pre-planning. We need to ask ourselves why this is happening, and we need to take these people on in a very strong way, not just debate about it. Gaurav, please.
I think, Arnab, these things have come to pass in many places. You mentioned Tonk, and earlier today you were mentioning about Indore, and you were mentioning about also Moradabad. It is because the state has not shown the same toughness that it has shown in other parts of the country. I have been a strong votary of this. Majid Haidari sitting there. What do we do in Kashmir when people throw stones? We shoot pellet guns, tear gas, and sometimes when it gets extremely provocative, we use actual weapons also. Where are the actual weapons here? Where are the pellet guns? Where are the tear gas, weapons here? Where is the lathi charge happening? Where is the CRPF? Now, you can't have one law for Kashmir and one law for Moradabad and the other law for Tonk and Indore. Number one, anybody who tries to, challenge the writ of the state anywhere, Arnab, he has to be met with strong force. I'm not saying lethal force, but if it gets out of hand, then even lethal force should be used in certain circumstances. Now, these people have been almost, at the point of murdering police people, at the point of murdering, health workers. And I think what Yogi Adityanath ji has done is absolutely right. NSA is the only cure for this mental illness. You're welcome to talk in between, Majid Haidari.
नाहक हम मजबूरों पर ये तोहमत है कोविड बीमारी की.
ये सब ये मत
नाहक हम मजबूरों पर ये तोहमत है कोविड बीमारी की. चाहते हैं तो आप करें.
मजबूरों पर कोई मजबूर नहीं है यहाँ पे.
हमको अब
क्रिमिनल्स टीवी पे, वो टीवी पे दिख रहे हैं, वो क्रिमिनल्स हैं, कोई मजबूर नहीं है. प्लीज डोंट कॉल देम मजबूर. मेजर साहब को छोड़िए आप. डोंट कॉल दीज क्रिमिनल्स मजबूर.
This is not the time for ideological battles.
सुनिए, ये पॉलिटिकल बैटल नहीं. You are a politician. You are a politician. I am not. Please don't give covering fire. Majid Haidari, do not give covering fire to these criminals.
Is it not for the humanity?
ये जो दहशतगर्द हैं, इनको कवरिंग फायर मत दीजिए. ये जो इंटेलेक्चुअल कवरिंग फायर आप लोग देते हैं टेलीविजन स्टूडियोज में आके, ठीक है, ये जो इंटेलेक्चुअल कवरिंग फायर देते हैं आप स्टूडियोज में आके मत दीजिए. इनके हौसले बढ़ते हैं कि हाँ, हम पत्थर फेंकेंगे, हम पुलिस वालों को मारेंगे, तो कोई माजिद हैदरी है जो स्टूडियो में जाकर हमारी वकालत करेगा. डोंट डू दिस.
नहीं, मैंने आपको यही कहा ना
you and I may be fighting one common enemy, but the people on your screen, they're fighting with their police, they're fighting with the doctors. These people are not fighting the common enemy.
No, no, sir. Kindly, let's not fight. I don't want to fight with you. This is not the time to fight, my brother. This is time to be united against one common enemy, coronavirus. Don't discriminate on the basis of religion.
Majid Hedri, it has never turned out good for you whenever you have decided to fight with me, so don't fight with me.
Humanitarian crisis across the globe. No, will you use nuclear
NSA
bombs
is the
against
National
coronavirus?
Security Act.
Is that your kind of logic?
No, that is not the logic.
Why do you need
that is not the logic, Mr. Zakir Naik lookalike. That is not my logic. I will tell you what my logic is. These people are enemies of the nation, those who are throwing stones, irrespective of their religion, irrespective of their caste, and irrespective of their geography. These people are enemies of the nation, and the National Security Act has been designed for such people. Arnab, they should be thrown in jail,
the case in
and the
Moradabad,
state should visit violence upon their doorstep.
Viewers, you tell me if you support the imposition of the National Security Act. Majid, 1 minute, please. Majid, listen. Majid, listen now here. Listen here. Listen here. 1 minute. Listen. You see, when I look at the attack in Moradabad, you see, first let's speak to one of the doctors here on the debate. Let's listen from everyone. Let's open our minds. There's Dr. Pallavi Saple. She's Dean of JJ Hospital. She's working in Miraj in Maharashtra. She's one of the most COVID-affected areas. We have Dr. Srinivas Rajkumar. You know, on the one side, we remember how this battle began, Pallavi. This battle began with the Prime Minister saying that let us come together and let us all clap and make a noise for the healthcare workers. And look what these people are doing now. There are murderous assaults on healthcare workers. Viewers across India, I want you to hear it from Dr. Pallavi Saple on how difficult this battle will get if doctors and police officials are attacked in the way they are being attacked, in almost a pattern of attacks across India. When you go to the hotspots, when you go to the most affected areas, you are told you can't go because you can be attacked there because there are people who have all made arrangements there. I want you to hear it from the doctors. Please, Dr. Saple, you are in the front lines of this battle. Why don't you tell some of these people why doctors and police people need serious protection of the law now? Otherwise, this battle against COVID is far from over. Dr. Saple.
Very true. Because we've always discussed it, and now everybody knows the numbers very well. Out of every 100 people who get coronavirus, 5 of them are going to require intensive care, and they're going to require ventilation. And you may get your ventilators, you may get your PPEs because they can be manufactured. But you need trained people who are used to dealing with ventilators. You also need some high technology like ECMO, which very few people in this country are trained to do. Nurses, ICUs just cannot run with nurses. Also, I want to make a plea on behalf of all of us medical personnel. Every day that we work under stress. Corona is an added stress for us in terms of every doctor and nurse. Most of the doctors and nurses that I work with say they do not want to go home. Most of them choose to stay in the hospital premises, although they are not working in the corona ward. For the simple reason that fear that if I go home and I have little children at home, or I have my parents who are senior citizens, so we are working under this kind of stress. At least this is unavoidable stress. We are not denying it. We are still working with all that on our heads. Don't give us this additional stress that when I'm walking down the road, somebody is going to pelt stones at me, or I will not be allowed to enter where I live. I'm looking at my home as a place for a break from everything. Don't give us these additional pressures. We already are working under a lot of stress, but we are doing it as a national duty, and we'll continue to do it.
And it is also, the most important thing is it is happening repeatedly. I'll give you another example here, Vivek, and you need to have an open mind today for the first time perhaps in your life. Zafar will be on the debate with you. On 14th April, a member of the Tablighi Jamaat was booked under IPC sections for hiding travel history in Rajasthan. I believe that he should be... किस धर्म को?
तबलीगी जमात सारे मुसलमानों का प्रतीक नहीं है।
किसने बोला है?
मीडिया ने दिखाया है।
किसने बोला है?
मुसलमान जो है वो कोरोना
Who said वो प्रतीक है? इनफैक्ट आई बीन सेइंग वो प्रतीक नहीं है।
आप लोगों ने फैलाया है और एनएसए इसका सोल्यूशन नहीं है। बंदूक से देश नहीं कंट्रोल होता और बंदूक से कश्मीर भी कंट्रोल नहीं हुआ। आपको अवेयरनेस ड्राइव फैलानी पड़ेगी। यू हैव टू एजुकेट द पीपल। ये थाली पीटने से, दिया जलाने से कुछ नहीं होगा।
आप
ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर के गिमिक से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है।
to divide the society between religion. Arnab has never mentioned even
अरे
once.
सफर भाई, धर्म के नाम पे मुसलमानों को
I want to speak to viewers in the middle. 1 second. Can you be quiet? I have Dr. Sudhir Agarwal with me. Dr. Sudhir Agarwal ji is live with us on the program. Please viewers. Sudhir Agarwal ji, नमस्कार, मैं अर्नब गोस्वामी बोल रहा हूँ। आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? ठीक है, मैं कोशिश करूंगा आपके ऑडियो को थोड़ा इम्प्रूव करने के लिए। मैं धीरे धीरे बोलूंगा। पहले तो आपकी तबीयत कैसी है अभी?
अभी भी चूंकि सिर पर और कमर में और सारे बदन में बहुत डंडे लाठियां पड़ी है, इससे दर्द बहुत ज्यादा है, लेकिन मैं फिर भी काफी बेहतर हूँ पहले से।
डॉक्टर सुधीर जी, आपने कहा कि ये अटैक एक तरह से बहुत प्रीप्लान्ड लगा, कि सोच समझ के अटैक की गई। क्या आप हमारे दर्शकों को बता पाएंगे आपको ऐसा क्यों लगा कि सोच समझ के अटैक की गई आप पे? व्यूअर्स, डॉक्टर सुधीर इज द पर्सन हु वाज अटैक्ड इन मुरादाबाद। द विजुअल्स यू हैव जस्ट सीन। सुधीर जी, आप जरा बताएंगे किस तरह की अटैक हुई और सुनियोजित क्यों लगा आपको?
मुझे इसलिए मैं कहना नहीं चाह रहा हूँ, लेकिन इसलिए लग रहा था मुझे, क्योंकि जब हम वहां पर पहुंचे थे उस जगह पर जहाँ से हमें कोरोना पॉजिटिव पेशेंट जिसकी डेथ हुई थी उसके लोगों को वहां से क्वारंटाइन करने के लिए उसके फैमिली के लोगों को हमने समझाया, कॉन्फिडेंस में भी ले लिया, वो लोग तैयार हो गए, हमने एम्बुलेंस बुला ली। लेकिन इस बीच में हमने ये देखा कि बहुत सारे लोग धीरे धीरे इकट्ठा हो रहे हैं, जबकि इससे पहले भी हम हाई रिस्क एरिया में पिछले 20-22 दिन से लगातार जा रहे हैं और लोग हमारी बात एक बार में मान भी लेते हैं और आसानी से चले जाते हैं। तो छतों पर बहुत सारी औरतें मौजूद थी, बहुत औरतें मौजूद थी, और अचानक ही बस जरा सी कोई बात ये कह के कि ये लोग हमारे लोगों को मार देंगे, हमारे लोगों को कोरोना कर देते हैं, इंजेक्शन लगा देते हैं, मार देते हैं। बस मैंने उन्हें समझाया था कि ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, और अचानक ही बस ये एक आवाज आई कि मारो इन्हें मारो, और बस ऊपर से औरतों ने पत्थर बरसाने शुरू कर दिए और नीचे से लाठी, डंडे और जो भी उनके हाथ में था वो उन्होंने फेंक के मारना शुरू कर दिया। तो मैं ये कह सकता हूँ शायद, लेकिन ये मेरा सिर्फ व्यक्तिगत मत है कि ऐसे किसी एक बार में अचानक कोई इतनी भीड़ 1,500 की भीड़ अचानक नहीं इकट्ठा हो जाती। या औरतें महिलाएं भरी धूप में 12-12:30-1 बजे छतों पर नहीं हो सकती। इसलिए मुझे लग रहा है कि शायद पहले से सोचा समझा हो और छतों पे इतने पत्थर हों, ये इसी वजह पर मैंने ये बात अपने प्रिज्म किया था कि शायद ऐसा हो सकता हो।
आप ज़रा 1 मिनट ज़रा आप रहिए, मैं अभी आपसे बात करूँगा। जो बात निकल के ये आई है, एंड आई वांट टू गो टू विक्रम सिंह जी। विक्रम सिंह जी, आर यू देयर? फॉर्मर डीजीपी ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश इज देयर। डॉक्टर सुधीर हमारे साथ है। पहले तो हमें ऐसे डॉक्टरों को हमें जीवन भर कृतज्ञ रहना पड़ेगा। वी विल हैव टू बी grateful to doctors like Dr. Sudhir for all our lives. And I'm saying this today, that if we don't implement the National Security Act today, even after this kind of attack, then we are failing our doctors and our police personnel. What do you think, Vikram Singh?
Absolutely, Arnab. पूरा आभारी राष्ट्र आपको सलाम करता है डॉक्टर सुधीर अग्रवाल साहब। और जैसा अर्नब गोस्वामी साहब ने फरमाया है, हम सब एकजुट हैं आपके मान सम्मान के लिए, और आश्वस्त रहें कि कोई भी आतताई बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। Arnab, I have had a personal talk with the officers of Moradabad, and they are also of the opinion that it was pre-planned. Brickbats don't come down from heavens. Collection of a mob does not happen in a matter of seconds. It was pre-planned and it was a designed way. I salute the police officers of Moradabad, the way they improvised a wooden plank covered themselves up to save them. Otherwise, the way they were showering the brickbats, I don't think a single police officer would have come out alive from there. It is to the credit also, as Major Arya said, that they did not use lethal ammunition and arms. It is to the credit of their forbearance and the tact, and also the fact that they were so people-friendly. But make no mistake about it, the government is very clear. I have served in Moradabad area and I know how to handle it. And this experiment has been not only the national security sub-clause 2 in public order. This is public, vitiating the public order. And therefore, the only recipe to contain them is NSA read with the UP Control of Gangsters Act and confiscating all movable and immovable property. It may sound a little harsh, but under these circumstances, when you are after the jugular of the doctors, Dr. Agarwal, the policemen, wanton destruction of government property, this is the least that the government can do, and this is one recipe that is not only effective in Uttar Pradesh, but it is the recipe for the whole nation.
बिल्कुल मैं डॉक्टर सुधीर अग्रवाल को ज़्यादा देर रोकना नहीं चाहता क्योंकि उनकी तबीयत बहुत ठीक नहीं है। सिर्फ एक सवाल पूछूंगा, आपको पूरा देख नहीं पा रहा, मगर अगर आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं, डॉक्टर सुधीर अग्रवाल जी, क्या आप वापस ड्यूटी में जाएंगे? और अगर ये कोरोना के खिलाफ जो ये मुहिम है, इसमें अगर आपको फिर से ड्यूटी पे जाना पड़े, आप जाएंगे क्या? और क्या हम उम्मीद कर सकते हैं कि आप फिर से कोरोना के खिलाफ इस मुहिम में जुड़ जाएंगे?
निश्चित रूप से जब ठीक होऊंगा, क्योंकि कोरोना जैसी महामारी पूरे विश्व को आतंकित कर रही है और अपने यहाँ भी धीरे धीरे आगे की तरफ बढ़ रही है। मैं तो आपके चैनल के माध्यम से अपने सभी डॉक्टर मित्रों से यही कहूंगा, थोड़ी देर के लिए हम जरूर, हमारा आत्मविश्वास हिल जरूर गया था, न टूटा है न डगमगाया है। अब फिर दोबारा मुहिम में लगे हुए हैं सारे मित्र, मेरे सारे डॉक्टर मित्र, और मैं भी जब भी इस अवस्था हो जाऊं कि मैं चल फिर सकता हूं, लोगों से बातचीत करूं, लोगों से जुड़ सकूं, तो मैं पूरा इस मुहिम में अपनी आहुति जरूर दूंगा ताकि इस महामारी से अपने देश को और देशवासियों को बचा सकूं। शायद यही मेरा कर्तव्य है और एक स्वास्थ्य कर्मी होने के नाते ये मेरा सबसे पहला काम है।
आज आपके शब्दों को सुनकर डॉक्टर सुधीर, विश्वास मुझ में बढ़ गया है कि हम ज़रूर जीतेंगे। जब तक आप जैसे प्रोफेशनल इस मुहिम में सामने से लड़ेंगे, हम सब आपके साथ हैं। डॉक्टर सुधीर, मेरे कोलीग गौरव आर्या भी कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आपको। मेजर गौरव आर्या आपसे कुछ कहेंगे। गौरव, कहिए आप।
जी डॉक्टर साहब, नमस्कार और जय हिंद मेरी तरफ से। बस एक ये बात आपसे कहना चाहता हूं डॉक्टर साहब कि एक तो धन्यवाद पूरे राष्ट्र का, और बहुत कम देखने को मिलते हैं आजकल के वक्त में देशभक्त। आज जीता जाता देशभक्त हमने अपने सामने देख लिया, तो हमें भी लगा कि इस देश का जो मुस्तकबिल है, फ्यूचर है, बिल्कुल सेफ है आप जैसे डॉक्टरों के हाथ में। हमारा बहुत बहुत नमन डॉक्टर साहब आपको, और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद साहब आपको, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद डॉक्टर साहब।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद डॉक्टर साहब, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। That's what we should do every day. Gaurav, that's what this country needs to do every day. Just say thank you to the doctors, to the health workers, to the sanitation workers, to the police who have made this country run. They should just say thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, and not find fault.
Arnab, it's so unfortunate.
Yes, Gaurav.
अर्नब, जिन लोगों के हाथ जोड़ के हमें धन्यवाद कहना चाहिए, उनके ऊपर पत्थर फेंक रहे हैं लोग। This is very shocking.
कफील खान, मेजर साहब, कफील खान भी एक डॉक्टर हैं, उनके बारे में बात करेंगे?
नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि उनके जैसे बड़े लॉ के वायलेटर बहुत कम है इस देश में। Now don't make me open my mouth about that fellow Kafil Khan. The question is this, viewers. Let's have a focused debate. Zafar, I invite you into the debate right now with Mr. Qadri. I am asking for the imposition of the National Security Act. And on 14th April, I'll give you an example. There's a member of the Tablighi Jamaat who was booked under IPC provisions for hiding his travel history in Rajasthan. Would it not have sent a better message, Zafar, to book him under the National Security Act? Then the attack in Tonk would not have happened, because each of the cowards who were responsible for the attack in Tonk would have really worried about a tough law being thrown at them.
Yesterday, some other channel, not on your channel, but I did speak very clearly, very candidly. Those who are doing this kind of a dirty job, they should be given exemplary punishment so that the other people dare to do this kind of dirty work. I think I'm very clear that it is not only imposition of NSA, but any harsh punishment can be given, must be given to these people, because these people should welcome all the warriors. Instead of brickbat, instead of attacking them, they should actually welcome them, give them all the support, because they are coming for their welfare and not for themselves. I think once these people will understand, they will start behaving differently. But since they haven't understood, a section of the society, I think they should be given exemplary punishment, and whatever Yogi ji is doing, they must do it. They confiscate their properties. They must give harshest punishment possible, so that others can take a lesson from them and
because Mr. Kadri, that is Mr. Kadri, on April 8th, it was reported that 50 to 60 Markaz attendees were trying to hide themselves in Maharashtra by switching off their phones. Now, if these people at the NSA applied on them, they would have come out immediately from whichever holes they were hiding. You see, what's happening is the Congress government in Rajasthan and the Congress NCP Shiv Sena government in Maharashtra is not implementing the NSA because it thinks, oh, it's going to affect someone. We're going to lose votes. Now, what's more important, losing votes or losing this battle? You tell me. There is no choice now. You have just heard the doctor, Dr. Sudhir. What is more important, losing vote banks or losing the battle? Yes, Maulana Kadri.
Yeah, first of all, I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his recovery, speedy recovery and health. और मैं वो सलाम करता हूँ
फोन लाइन
उन्होंने खिदमत की, मुल्क की और इंसानियत. The point which I from Dr. Sudhir's statement, उन्होंने बताया कि कुछ लोगों ने वहां पर उन्हें बताया कि डॉक्टर लेकर जा रहे हैं और कोरोना का इंजेक्शन दे देंगे. ये अभी डॉक्टर सुधीर ने आपको स्टेटमेंट में बताया. तो मैं ये डिमांड करता हूँ, I demand to the UP government and to the central government, who are these anti-nationals and the terrorists who are spreading such rumors and such ill-fated messages among the communities, and they are indulging in such heinous crimes. These are things to be investigated very thoroughly. ये कौम मिल्लत कोई नहीं बल्कि पूरे हिंदुस्तान को तबाही के रास्ते पे ला देगा. ये यूपी गवर्नमेंट की नाकामी है. ये देखिए आप तेलंगाना में ऐसा कोई केस नहीं होता है, तमिलनाडु में ऐसा कोई केस नहीं होता है, केरला में ऐसा कोई केस नहीं होता है, उड़ीसा में ऐसा कोई केस नहीं होता. ये आदित्यनाथ की हुकूमत में ऐसे खराब माहौल क्यों हो रहे हैं, इसकी तहकीकात होनी चाहिए.
आपकी बात कुछ समझ ही नहीं पाया मैं. आपको सवाल कुछ और किया, आपने जवाब कुछ और दिया. Let me ask you, in Mumbai on 11th April, various violations took place in Baikala. Now, I don't care what community is dominant in Baikala. A flag march was carried out in Baikala. I am asking you, Mr. Kadri, Baikala, there had to be a flag march. Why don't you answer my question? You very well know what's going on. This is a coached defiance. This is a coached defiance. I'm sorry. I'll give you absolute examples now. No. Look at the series of brutal attacks on our frontline workers. There is a defiance of the lockdown which is being coached. Somebody is saying, you don't have to listen to the lockdown. Manasvi is on the debate. Majid Hydari is on the debate. 1 second. I give you a couple of examples. Let's go to the ones with proper video and phone lines, please. My question is this. Somebody is saying, don't listen to the lockdown. In Haveri today, the local community ignored the lockdown orders and a mass prayer was held in a mosque in the town of Savanur in Haveri district. Who is telling them to violate the lockdown orders? Why would they not be punished for it? In Kaisarganj, despite a clear order of no religious places being open, a Maulvi organized prayers for a gathering. Why should any of these people go unpunished? What is communal about arresting those potentially spreading COVID using a shield of religion? You can't use religion as a shield. Come into that debate, Majid.
Subodh Singh in Bulandshahr was rewarded with 10 lakh rupees. It is BJP government which has provoked the people.
It's all about one nation, one country.
मादरी साहब ये बात बताइए, लेट मी आस्क यू वेरी क्लियरली, आप ये फ्रंट लाइन वॉरियर को सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं या इनके खिलाफ आप काम करना चाहते हैं, ये बताइए. आज what Arnab has raised a very pertinent question, and I think you should be candid about it, that all these frontline warriors who are actually helping everyone in the society, they should be respected, they should be supported, or they should be assaulted. I mean, the question is very clear. And those who are assaulting these frontline warriors, whether they should be punished, a position of NSA should be invoked or not. That is something which you need to tell very clearly. Why are you supporting them? Whether it's somebody in Punjab, if they are attacking policemen, they should be given the same harshest punishment as they are being given in Muradabad. People are asking a very simple question, but you don't give a color, religious color, because nobody is discussing
Sir,
religion.
every
law at this moment, it is not needed. NSA is not needed.
Who are illiterate, who do not have this understanding that what is happening, why are they education students on those people who are trying to save their own lives. विवेक भाई धर्म की बात है, इसमें नासमझी की बात है, इसमें इलिटरेसी की बात है, इसमें नॉन एजुकेशन की बात है, where you are not understanding that it is not communal, it is not religious, it is about one nation fight against COVID. If we are not, if we are not united, we are missing this fight and everyone is losing. अगर कोई हिंदू भी पत्थर मारता है, उसको भी एजुकेट करो और एनएसए के अंदर डालो. अगर आरएसएस वाला डालता है, हिंदू महासभा वाला डालता है, आप डालते हो, मैं डालता हूं, हमको एनएसए के अंदर डालो. It's not about Hindu Muslim. It's about any person who is throwing the stone on those people who are trying to save my and your life.
Migrant workers हर राज्य में इकट्ठा हो रहे हैं.
These are not migrant workers. Don't use that silly argument.
नहीं है. आज एनएसए की बात की डिबेट है. आज पत्थरबाजों की डिबेट है. माइग्रेंट्स की डिबेट हर बार होती है, हम कर सकते हैं. माइग्रेंट की डिबेट नहीं है विवेक भाई. जब गलत को गलत बोलना तो चाहिए. If it is wrong, we should admit it is wrong. We can criticize the government. We can criticize the method of Yogi Adityanath after 2 months. But right now he is trying to save everyone. He is trying to save all the UPIs.
Let me give you an example.
How can we deny this? How can we deny the rights of the doctors? The police people, the magistrate woke up at 3 o'clock for them. Every institution is trying to save them. और जो जेल में भी उनको क्वारंटाइन में रखा है, सबको अलग-अलग जेल दिए.
Pre-planned मत बोलिए.
I'll tell you. I'll give you an example of. I'll give you an example of another kind, and this is beyond religion. This is about implementation of the law. In Bihar today, the locals in Darbhanga. I'll give you an example, Manaswi. Let me explain here. I want Majid to come to the debate. In Bihar today, the locals pelted stones at a Maulvi. Why? You know what the Maulvi's fault was? The Maulvi said, I will not allow more than 3 people at a time for Friday prayers inside the mosque. The Maulvi was following the rules. And the locals pelted stones at him.
Sir, I have a very
There were 3
document.
people who were badly injured. One minute. Now, who is coaching these people to go against their own community leaders and not obey the lockdown orders? Somewhere, someone's drilling into the minds of some of the violators that defy. Lack of education.
Sir, you are wanting
माजिद जी मैं हाथ जोड़ता हूँ, ये आपको समझना पड़ेगा. हमारा इकलौता देश है
Majid and
से हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहा है. We are not fighting corona. We are fighting between Hindus and Muslims.
Sir, this is hocus pocus.
What's hocus pocus?
Policemen cannot do doctor's duty. Home Ministry cannot do Health Ministry's
The
job.
policeman is not
Don't
doing
make
the
a
doctor's
hocus pocus
duty.
of governance in the country.
The policeman
You
is
are talking about
not
respect
doing
for
the doctor's
doctors. I say
duty.
every doctor
The
deserves
policeman
respect.
is going
Allah हर doctor की
to
हिफाजत
provide
करे,
security
but
to
what about Dr.
doctors
Kafil Khan?
and to ensure
Why
that
is he not being
that the
released?
attempt to clear up the area of COVID suspects is incident free. Apply your brains if you have any. Please understand, we are talking about a serious situation here. Police and doctors are not going there for the heck of it. I'd like.
Can I comment? Majid ji, agar aapko kuch karna hai na, if you are concerned about your people, you should go there and educate them that they should not stone us. They should not throw a stone on anyone. अगर आपको अपनी कम्युनिटी के लिए कुछ करना है ना, जाके एजुकेट करिए उनको कि जो लोग आपकी सेवा करने आ रहे हैं, आपकी जान बचाने आ रहे हैं, आप उनको टच नहीं करोगे, वो जो बोलते हैं उनके लिए आप पूरा काम करोगे.
Forget
If you want, हाँ तो आप कम्युनिटी की बात ही मत करिए, तो देश की बात है. तो जो डॉक्टर जो अग्रवाल जी जो आज बैठे हैं हॉस्पिटल में, उसकी जिम्मेदारी हम सबकी है. हम सबको एक साथ होकर खड़ा होना है और वी नीड टू एजुकेट दोस पीपल. एक स्टोन पेटलर एक हिंदू भी हो सकता है, मुसलमान भी हो सकता है. हमारी जिम्मेदारी है उनको एजुकेट करने की. लेट्स नॉट मेक इट हिंदू मुस्लिम. Let's not make it Hindu-Muslim and let's not criticize the government.
I want to pick up the pictures from Meerut if they are there, please. This incident was in Meerut. A minute, please. In Meerut on 11th April, a team of police officials and district officials were attacked when they had gone to seal an area. Why should I not ask how were there huge stones which were available for an attack? There was obviously a pre-planned agenda. Somebody had collected the stones. Or should I not ask the questions because the incident took place after Tablighi Jamaat members were rounded up from this very region from the Dariwali Masjid? Should I not ask this question? You want me to not ask the questions about Indore? I'll show you the pictures of Indore. In Indore, was it assertion or daredevilry? When in Indore, healthcare workers were chased, attacked by locals and 2 female doctors were injured in the process. 2 female doctors were beaten by this mob. Should I not ask? Because the health workers had gone to the Tatpatti Bakhal area, which is dominated by one community. Should I brush aside the attacks on the healthcare workers? They had to run helter-skelter. These are doctors. They are not armed. They don't even have any security. These doctors are just going to do their job in the middle of the COVID battle. I've been watching this for a long time. Should we then say there will be no treatment for the people in these areas where they attack doctors and policemen like this? I'd like to bring into the debate right now Dr. Srinivas Rajkumar T. Dr. Srinivas, you're seeing these pictures. I think you've written extensive letters to the authorities yourself. I think you need to speak up because unfortunately, whenever we make a point like this, it is looked at either politically or through some communal lens which does not exist.
It is unfortunate that such events are happening all around the country, but it is also important to emphasize that the answer for violence is not violence. We are the country who taught non-violence to the whole world. So it is important that we have to address the key issue. The medical fraternity has been continuously writing to the ministry to implement a bill to protect the healthcare workers for long. The health ministry under the leadership of Dr. Harshvardhan had forwarded a bill for the same to the Home Ministry and it was rejected in late 2019. So we are basically trying to build the ship after the deluge has come. Just because there is lockdown, the kind of violence against doctors is being noticed now. While it is important that healthcare professionals have to be protected, it is also important to sensitize the public. People all around the world are scared to face this pandemic. They are afraid of the nature of the disease and they are afraid if they will communicate this disease from people who are affected from the healthcare professional. So the anger against healthcare professional, the anger against police is palpable because they feel that their individual liberty is being curbed by people.
Dr. Srinivas, 1 minute. While I'm understanding what you're trying to say, I don't understand your logic. How are people's individual liberty taken away if someone's coming to treat them? I want Gaurav on the debate. Just explain this to me. You are saying You are saying that we can understand that the people are afraid. You are trying to talk about a legislation you tried to build in. Now, let me tell you, Dr. Srinivas, I very much appreciate, I can't see you on the screen now. Yeah, but while I very much appreciate the fact that you were working on a bill earlier, please don't undermine the attacks which are happening now, or try to indirectly justify them by saying that there's a palpable fear among people. I mean, please be careful of what you're saying. There is Dr. Pallavi Saple on the program who is in the middle of the battle. You can't say tomorrow that if Pallavi Saple goes to treat someone, people have a right to be afraid of her because they think that she wants to give them coronavirus. Please be very careful of your choice of words.
We have asked for strong action against the perpetrators. To avoid further attacks, there should be a multi-step approach. One is to protect the doctors using protection, that is CRPF protection, and there should be strict contingencies and laws against the perpetrators. The second one
that's exactly what I'm saying. One second, Dr. Srinivas, 1 minute, just hold it 1 minute. That's exactly what I'm saying. So let's not beat around the bush. There's only one strict law which will work, and that's the National Security Act. 1 minute, please, 1 minute. Gaurav is on. There's only one law which will work, okay? That's the National Security Act. If you think that the penal code or the existing provisions are going to work against these people, it won't. Please understand there are people who are going out there. People have lost their sense of fear about attacking doctors. When people are attacking policemen, you can understand. 2 women doctors were brutally attacked. Now, Dr. Srinivas, let's not try and justify that indirectly by saying we can understand their mindset, there is a palpable fear, etc. Those are theoretical points. People are attacked. When people are attacked, they are attacked with such a brutality. They are attacked with such a brutality. What? What do you say? Why is this happening in India? Because in India, we're not being tough enough. Yeah.
Why such things are not happening in South India?
Why such things are not happening in South India? Now you're making it a South India versus North India debate. Try to explain this once more.
Yeah, this is right. Yeah, this is right. Nothing is happening like this here.
Okay.
Both Tablighi Jamaat people are cooperating. Every religion people are cooperating. Some violations
this is not,
are happening.
let me tell you, Gaurav will respond to you. Gaurav will respond to you. Gaurav will respond to you. But let me tell you, your attempt, 1 minute, Kadri, now let me give you a straight example. Don't say no. Please wait. Now listen, will you listen to me and not try and break up India into geographies as a people like you have not done enough to break up India into different sects and religions? Now please listen to me. Indore is central India. It's neither North India nor South India. Mumbai is Western India. It's neither North India nor South India. Do you get it? So please don't try that anymore. Gaurav, I think he's trying to dilute a very serious point being made by making it a North India, South India, Hindu-Muslim issue. It's not. It's a law and order issue, Gaurav. Maybe you can explain to him simpler.
Arnab, the simple thing is that when people don't have fear of the law, they take the law into their own hands. We have dealt with when you did that debate on the rape case. I remember a few years back you did that very famous debate on the rape case. And we decided that rapes happen in India because the perpetrators are not scared of the law. Unless you have a law which puts them to death, they will not be scared of the law. Similarly, here when you put the NSA, when they know that there will be no bail and they will be years inside the jail without any bail, and they'll go there and the track records will go for a toss and they'll not get any livelihood, that is the time they will feel fear. You know, this whole thing about, they are misled people and, these people, they are afraid. What are they afraid of? Doctor आ रहा है आपका इलाज करने के लिए, इसमें डरने वाली क्या बात है? Suicide लगता है? देखिए, जाकिर नायब साहब के आप डुप्लीकेट लग रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Don't get personal. I'll also get personal. You are wearing, sir, sorry, I did not want to say this. You are a journalist by profession and you are wearing your religion on your sleeve.
Gaurav, stay on the facts. Gaurav, 1 minute. You did not know. We don't need to get into extraneous issues. The issue was of the violations. I am showing the pictures of the violations. I shall go to them again. Please understand the attack in Moradabad. Have a look at the attack in Moradabad. Do not disgrace the debate, any of us today, by moving away from the subject. The attack in Moradabad has woken up our collective conscience, right?
No, I am not moving.
Now, I am asking you again and again and again.
He is behaving like the man for whom Nana Patekar says.
Listen, I don't want to trivialize the debate. Please don't do this.
He is sounding like the
Please
man
don't do
for
this.
whom Nana
And Gaurav,
Patekar
don't
says,
respond.
"Arey,
I'm
boss,
telling you,
sir,
don't
it's
trivialize the debate.
It is not
Don't
me, it is
trivialize the
Nana
debate.
Patekar saying that
Do
Modi
not
Dr.
trivialize the
Patekar.
debate. Both of you are
No,
wrong.
I'm not
I'm going
trivializing.
into the pictures.
Do we
Both of
need
you are
guns?
wrong.
Do we need
Look at
guns
what's
to
happening
paint
on the
the
ground.
paint people
Look
who
at
are
what's
suffering
happening
from
on the
this
ground.
pandemic?
On the ground,
solution is the-
on the ground, and
is the-
Gaurav, that was not correct. One second. Gaurav and both of you, please be quiet. This is not about who looks like whom. That's absolute rubbish, Gaurav. The question is that there are serious attacks on the ground. We need to keep our focus on that. Are we not going to keep our focus on that? I want to ask you, maybe Dr. Pallavi Sapple should speak up more. Dr. Pallavi Sapple, tell me, if a doctor is under threat, can that doctor operate freely? And secondly, you have been in Miraj now for some time, by which I presume that your battle against COVID in a particular area goes into many weeks. It's a 2-3 week thing. It's not like you go in, you solve the problem and you go out. You have to remain on the ground. Maybe you should explain to people like Majid Aidari and Vivek Srivastava why it is necessary for doctors to work in a secure environment. That's the point they do not seem to understand.
As I was listening to this debate, I was reminded of the battle against polio. Polio could have been vanquished by our country in a year, in 1995, but it took us till 2014, and the reasons are exactly the reasons that you've seen here. And Corona, we don't have that kind of time. We don't have 20 years to do this battle. And every hindrance that we are getting in working for this. For example, if you're going to attack a doctor, Dr. Agarwal now is incapacitated for the next few weeks. He's trained to deal with these kind of situations. And you can't create another Dr. Agarwal for the next 5 to 7 years. You need an MBBS graduate to come out, or to graduate from school. It takes 5.5 years. In 5.5 years, Corona will be history, and probably most of us would be history with epitaphs against our name if this happens. You need doctors to save your life. You need specialists. And we just can't work under threat, because it's a skill set. A robo will probably deliver medicines. I'm seeing some videos of them going and delivering food and breakfast. But for your ventilator management, for your ECMO management, for your fever management, to decide whether to test or not to test, you are going to need people who are trained to do it, who have learned to do it, and they need to work where the mind is without fear, to quote Tagore here.
Yeah,
How else can we work?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why is that so difficult for people like Vivek to understand? Vivek, there have been pre-planned attacks.
No.
There have been huge stones thrown.
It was not a pre-planned attack.
It was a pre-planned attack.
Impulsive attack. It was an impulsive attack.
What's an impulsive
it was
attack?
Not a pre-planned attack.
How do you know that?
जो fear psychosis आपने फैलाया है.
What is an impulsive attack?
ने जो फैलाया है fear psychosis.
किसने फैलाया?
मुसलमान जो हैं.
किसने फैलाया है fear psychosis?
टारगेट पे है सरकार की. ये मीडिया ने फैलाया है.
Oh, the media is at fault.
Vivek, this is you are doing this Hindu-Musliman. Vivek, this is you who's doing it Hindu-Musliman. There is no Hindu-Musliman. Just to settle our scores, we can't do this. We are answerable to the country just to make it political. We can't say it Hindu-Musliman. It is fight against Corona, and anyone who does it is wrong. We cannot defend it. आप कर रहे हो हिंदू-मुसलमान और हिंदू-मुसलमान कोई नहीं कर रहा.
कि इस देश में कोरोना मुसलमान लोगों ने फैलाया है. ये नैरेटिव आप फैला रहे हैं. और जब उस कम्युनिटी के लोग डरते हैं,
आप कह रहे हो विवेक, this is only you.
तब आप कहते हैं
Vivek, I am with you in most of the debate, but this is not the time. You are not understanding a simple logic. It's not Hindu-Musliman. It's about stone peddlers जिनका कोई धर्म नहीं है. जो भी डॉक्टर्स को पत्थर मारता है वो गलत है. उसके ऊपर NSA लगना चाहिए. There is no defense. Why are you making it Hindu-Musliman?
तब आप बोलते हैं कि ये हिंदू हैं.
Nobody says it.
उसका कोई धर्म नहीं है. माइग्रेंट लेबर्स का कोई धर्म नहीं होता है.
तो फिर fear psychosis है. जब fear psychosis.
You are making it Hindu-Musliman just to have your own.
Thank you, Vivek. I think you.
This cannot be
One minute. Thank you, Vivek. I'd like Gaurav. I want everyone to respond to this. Please understand, viewers. It is people like Vivek Srivastava. It is people like Vivek Srivastava who are trying to make the battle against COVID difficult. It is people like Vivek Srivastava. I know he may not get 10 votes, but the people like him who just want to have a negative agenda. I want Zafar to respond. Remember one thing. We spoke about Maulana Saad and the Tablighi Jamaat. Nobody spoke about Muslims. But what is happening is there are some people like you who are justifying acts of violence. In other words, people like you are making it more difficult for doctors to operate. And I tell you one thing, you know, please understand, it is people like you who are making the battle more difficult on a daily basis. Zafar is responding to you. 1 minute. Vivek, thanks. Zafar, few minutes on the debate, please.
Arnab, you are absolutely spot on. It has nothing to do with the community. It is nothing to do with the religion. It is nothing to do with a particular community. I also come from that community if you are talking about Muslim community. And I have very candidly said on this program, on Arnab's program, that nobody is allowed to link with the religion, with the Muslim community, because we are talking only about the people who have committed crime, who have committed a criminal negligence on their part, at Tablighi Jamaat's part, and that is something which we are talking about, we are highlighting about it. Nobody is talking about religion. If somebody will talk about religion, I will be the first one to comment about it. I will be the first one.
Who spoke about religion?
Because neither my party nor my government has ever spoken about anything about the community. But
no, not at all. 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 Let me tell you, not at all. Not at all. You know nothing. When there were visuals of how 11 Nihang Sikhs attacked a police who stopped them, asked for a curfew pass, chopped off the hand of an ASI, did we say it's for the Sikh community? Absolutely not. We spoke about those 11 Nihangs.
But 90%
those 11 Nihangs. We didn't say Sikh community. When I say today that in Kalburgi, there was a whole procession with 100 people which was allowed. It was allowed. It was some chariot procession. Did anybody go and say you're targeting the Hindu community? Did Gaurav Bhattacharyya or Gaurav, any of them come and say you're targeting the Hindu community? No. We're talking about the people who came for that chariot ceremony. It is small-minded, narrow-minded, politically inclined, communal people like you, Vivek, who look at it that way. Have I described you well enough? Have I described you well or not?
आपकी रिपोर्टिंग कम्युनल है मीडिया की आजकल.
हाँ जी, आपको क्या पता है?
आपकी रिपोर्टिंग आजकल.
Now, thank you. Gaurav, the bigger picture. I'm coming back to you right now. Gaurav is on the debate. Dr. Pallavi Sapple has made a fantastic point. And Majid, you're on the debate. Vivek, my question is to Vikram Singh. Vikram Singh, I think there is an overwhelming opportunity right now that Prime Minister said that up to 20th we have to be very focused and tough. I think we are precariously close to 20th if you ask me. Today is the 17th. I think if Prime Minister were to say for another 1 month we've got to be extremely tough, it would be more appropriate. Because the feeling some people are getting that they can get away with either questioning the law or breaking the law. What's happening in debate 2 is about breaking the law. What happened in debate 1 with the former Prime Minister's wedding in his family was of questioning of the law. So both these cases, the people are individually villains. Is it possible for central intervention implementing the NSA nationally? Maybe that's the only way. We can't keep asking individual state governments to act because they won't. And if violations increase, we're going to pay the price for it.
Arnab, may I submit, please?
Yes.
There will always be devious people who would fish in troubled waters to score and do something for their own self-interest. It does not work that way. NSA is a state-specific statute and it has to be applied locally. I do hope better sense prevails because I have applied it and I have the distinction. I have not written, but yes, I have applied the maximum number of National Security Act cases because UP being the largest state, and I have applied with extreme efficacy in public interest, for public safety, in national interest, and every state and every police officer, district magistrate would be well advised to invoke the provisions of the National Security Act. Disturbed times require extreme emergency measures, and that is why the National Security Act was formulated, and it is drafted as a very well drafted statute. And to put it to appropriate use, the time is now.
I want to run the pictures of Indore once more, viewers, before I go to Majid, who wants to, I think, come back to the debate. If you look at the visuals from Indore, the healthcare workers had gone to a place called Tatpati Bakhal to screen the people. They were attacked by the locals. Most of this is happening during screening. You can see the healthcare workers in hazmat suits are running helter-skelter for cover when all they were going to do was to treat. Now, these stones did not just become available. People almost died. Doctors could have been killed. This was complete synchronicity. Somebody organized this attack. If doctors in hazmat suits are treated like this, I don't know how we are going to win the battle. And I wish today, at least today, Majid Hydari would not take a typical position on a debate such as this. Yes, Majid, and then Gaurav.
Arnav sir, firstly, it's for the first time in this nation that every individual, every Indian is supporting Honorable Prime Minister for his brilliant move of lockdown, because that is something which is saving and safeguarding India at the moment. So there is no divided opinion on that. But the problem is that I want to ask Mr. Singh and Major Arya, when Inspector Shubodh Singh was killed in Bulandshahr, why was NSA not invoked that time? Was it because the goons were from the Bajrang Dal and other like-minded communities that time? Why is it happening only against Muslims? Why do you have 2 yardsticks?
NSA applies to everyone, not to any people from any religion. Please, don't be. Please don't try and twist things. NSA applies to all, even in Uttar Pradesh. NSA applies to all. So you're being very mischievous there, and I needed to correct you. Now, Gaurav.
Arnab, the simple thing is that with people like Vivek or even Majid Hydari, Arnab, their politics is based on hate. Their politics is based on communalization. So if they don't make a Hindu and Muslim issue, nobody will even talk to them. Who will listen to them if they don't do that? Now this cannot be business as usual. These are desperate times, Arnab, and they call for desperate measures. If we need to invoke NSA across the country, so be it. You know, the United States of America, with the world's best health facilities, with the best infrastructure, is today crumbling. They don't know how to handle it. And today, the Prime Minister ordered for lockdown for more than a month and a half. We'll be under lockdown. And all these things will ensure that our gains go to waste, Arnab. You see all these people on your screens who are throwing... Tomorrow, what happens if a doctor, and heaven forbid, what happens if a doctor says कि जनाब मैं नहीं जाता, मुझे मेरे बीवी बच्चे प्यारे हैं, मैं क्यों जाऊं यहाँ पे मरने के लिए, मैं नहीं जाता, इन लोगों को कोरोना होता है तो होने दो. What if that happens? I know a doctor will not say that. Dr. Agarwal said that I will again go when I'm okay. But the day, Arnab, a doctor says that मैं नहीं जाऊंगा यहाँ पे, I mean, we should be scared of that day, Arnab.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I will close at this point, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a substantial discussion today. As far as the numbers are concerned, my own view remains, and if you look at the numbers today, you will see a very slight flattening of the curve, but it's going to be a long battle. We expect the flattening to become more obvious 2 to 3 weeks from now. 10 to 14 days, and then maybe in 20 days, you'll see a slight flattening of the curve. In the meantime, what we all have to do is ensure, remember and understand, the law that you quote so well at others, first and foremost, applies to you. Are you sure that you've not broken any law or are not attempting to use a position of privilege to do something in places you think nobody's watching? If you think nobody's watching, you're wrong. In any case, your conscience should be watching you. Ladies and gentlemen, the recovery graph is getting better every day. We're going to win this. See you tomorrow at 9 sharp. Good night and goodbye.